your hair, I'm just going to comment it right away. Oh my God, wait a
Whoa.
minute. Forget your hair. You just drank out of a human skull. He just lifted a cup
Wow.
that looks like a human skull. I'm hoping it's not a real human skull.
Oh, well, I did steal that from Russia too. That's how I got it. It's
Very
actually
nice.
was from this guy here. So.
Oh,
Jeez.
no.
Well, I can see it's not real, but wow. Okay. And also I was going to comment on your hair, which looks to be dyed different colors. Is that right? There's some black, there's some bright orange.
This is my natural.
Oh,
this is my natural.
Oh, my apologies.
My roots are coming in. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is red. It's
It's
dyed
fantastic.
red all the way to the
For
It's
the
great.
listener,
Thank you
it's
very much.
full
I
magenta.
appreciate that.
So this is what I'm getting. I'm seeing a skull behind you on the background. I'm
Yes.
seeing that you're wearing a black shirt. Your hair is dyed multiple colors. And so this leads me to question, what do you do for a living? Are you a Satanist?
How does that pay?
Do you conjure the
So
dead?
I'm only on weekends.
Oh, and you
I
have
do
black
a full-time job.
black
though.
fingernails too.
I know. I noticed
I do,
that.
Yes.
And listen, I am not anti-Satanist and I'm not pro-Satanist. I like to sit on the
Oh, good.
fence. Yeah. For those.
I'll come down anti-Satanist.
Really?
I'll take the risk,
I'll be
yeah.
pro-Satanist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We have many. Yeah. And I just think, hey, live and let live, which is not what a Satanist believes.
No, I think hail Satan.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
take it easy. And I wouldn't.
Bless you.
So
I
I
forgive
am
you.
a phlebotomist, if you can believe it or not. I take blood.
Oh,
And,
I trust
we
me.
believe it.
Yeah, Anthony, I believe you take blood.
Now we know what you're drinking out of
Yeah.
that skull.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I to completely believe you take blood, whether you do it professionally
Or both.
I'm not sure. So
Yeah.
you're a phlebotomist. A
I am,
phlebotomist,
yes.
you study blood disorders, is that correct?
So I don't study. I do whenever you're getting any diagnosis or anything like that, it all starts with blood tests, right?
Yes.
So they come and see me. I do all the prepping. I make sure all the prep needs to be done for the testing, and then that gets sent over to the lab.
Okay.
And then to assert dominance, I smear some on my hair, and that's where the red comes from.
I love that because I also like to assert dominance, but I have other techniques, which I'll tell you about later in a separate call. So wow. So you do you extract the blood yourself, or does someone
I
else?
do, yes.
Okay. And you're not squeamish at all about it. Clearly, you're fine putting a needle into somebody
I'm okay.
and taking their blood.
And
Yeah,
more
ever
than
since I
fine.
was younger, my mom would watch like all these like surgery shows when like I'd be just like home. She would watch the TLC stuff and it would be all surgeries, and I'd just be sitting there watching it with her. So all that stuff really interested me when I was younger, and yeah, that's just not squeamish at all because of it. Actually got to help out with an autopsy one time as part of a perk in
A perk.
Yeah, so not every job has its perks. I've often offered you a free autopsy examination around Armenian Christmas, and you're always real like, that's not a perk. So you went in and assisted in an autopsy, and you weren't squeamish at all about it.
No, not at all.
Mhm.
And you'll never forget the smell, that's for sure. But it was probably one of the most incredible experiences of my life, just because nobody gets to do that as like just every day, right? Except for obviously the person performing the autopsy.
Right.
But it was just something neat to see because I don't have the smarts to be a doctor, but it was awesome to be able to be a
Well,
part
Anthony,
of that, for
first
sure.
of all, I don't think you should put yourself down, and you are a phlebotomist. And so
Yes.
clearly you have great capabilities. Have you ever been interested in
thank you.
being pursuing this further and getting a full-on medical degree? Are you content with phlebotomy?
I've been actually doing it for 9 years right now, so I'm kind of content where I am and just kind of going about there. That was about the limit of what my knowledge could actually take, and before I wanted to scream.
Yep.
But yeah, that was. I think I'll stay here because it was pretty tough.
Anthony, quick personal question that
Yes.
whenever I go to get blood drawn, and it's a lot because they're always trying to figure out what's wrong with me and
Yeah.
and how can he still be alive? And just based on my complexion alone, there's this constant, is it possible he's dead? So, but you know what I want to say, and this is true, every
Okay, go for
time, many times a year I get my blood drawn, they always have a notoriously difficult time finding a vein in my arm. What is that all about? They say they can't and this is people who come in and go, trust me, I never have a problem. They go in with one needle, it doesn't work. They try another. They say, I'm going to try over here. They can't find a vein.
You should get a little tattoo with an arrow that says like right here,
Right
doc.
here. I know, I
Yeah.
should. But even then, I think Is it that my veins are deeply submerged? Would that be the problem?
So everyone's biology is technically different. In some cases, I've never heard of anyone having issues. So you might be the only one in the world that they actually just might want to poke for fun, just to be able to get a reaction.
You know what's
out of
funny?
it.
I often hear giggling. There's a lot of giggling. And then usually if it's at the doctor's office, there's other doctors and nurses outside the door. And I hear a lot of giggling and high-fiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Do
they-
they point at you and
And
laugh?
they all take pools to see like how many needles you could probably take
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
you pass out.
Yeah.
And that's the fun of it, really. That's what we do at our job. It's just side cash, you know.
So, okay, so you are, and I'm just going to say it as often as I can because I love it. You are a phlebotomist. You study phlebotomy. You've often given people a phlebotonectomy. But also, you like to practice
As
the
they
dark
say.
arts. You drink from a skull. You dress in black. Tell me a little bit about
Yes.
your hobbies. What do you like to do for fun?
I'm in a band actually with my brother, and it's all themed, of course, about like religion and the questions of choice between that type of thing. So that's always been my main question in life, and it's really neat to pursue it in like a musical way. And so we're in a metal band together.
I knew
and
it.
I
When you said metal, it was not a surprise.
Yeah.
I did not think this was
I
going
thought
to be.
polka.
Yeah, you were sure polka.
yeah.
I was thinking.
That's what I started with. I started with the flute, and then I ended with scream
Yeah.
vocalist.
So what do you do in the band? Are you the vocalist?
I am the scream vocalist. We have two. The genre is called metalcore. So you have half screaming and you have melodic singing. And so we have a buddy of mine who does the melodic screaming, and then I do the intense stuff.
Do you
I guess you
mind?
could
I mean, are we okay? Should
Yeah.
we reset levels? Eduardo, could you give us a sampling of a scream you might? Yeah, take a sip out of the skull
Yeah, have
first.
some blood.
I'll put on the
Sorry.
spot here.
And
no
then
vocal warm up.
no, it's okay. I'm sure you don't need vocal warm up to scream. But give us a sampling of what you might, and what would help you. Should I be playing a rhythm track like?
Yeah. Give me like a hard breakdown, like a boom 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Did you do it yet? That was
Did that
it?
pick it up? Because
No.
what did you
It
hear
sounded like
anything?
I just heard it sounded like you swallowed a crouton.
Oh, okay.
What did you?
So that's basically.
Wait, there
So
was no
the
scream.
mic doesn't pick it up. The mic doesn't pick it up because it's so loud. Here,
I have an
let me try
idea.
this.
Why don't you take it off and then go back in the distance?
Go,
Oh, he is yelling.
Go
We can't
back,
hear
go
it.
go
back.
back. Put
Go-
the you take over.
Okay, put the headsets on your desk, step away from the headset, sir, and walk back to the back of the room and then yell.
At least 9 feet and then yell.
Yeah.
Am I trying this for real?
Yes,
Okay,
Yes,
here we
yes.
go.
This is not a bit. We are very serious about people that scream. Oh my God! Still.
It's not getting it.
It's the Zoom audio filter that's probably just.
Oh, fuck
Oh
you,
my-
Zoom.
Yeah. Hey, Sona,
Sorry.
that's
No,
the ninth
she's right.
time. That's the 9th today. But Zoom discriminates against people
I
in
really wanted
metalcore
to-
bands.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
wanted to hear it.
You know what's so crazy? I got all
Sona
excited.
H. Mufsessian.
H for hell.
No,
Because I'm a Satanist.
but guess what?
No, it's
Anth-
because Matt had that perfect middle name for you. Anyway. Sorry.
Anthony, I have to tell you, I am really disappointed because I was, and I'm sure the listener is as well. I was all ready to hear this. Is there a way to disable that function?
So yes, the listener will be able to hear it because he's recording locally, not on Zoom for us.
Oh.
What you're hearing is the filter version. So I can talk him through how to turn off the filter.
Okay. Well, yeah, but that's going to
If you
take
want,
like,
Conan,
yeah.
I have music videos on YouTube. I have my band name is Among the Rest. You can check it out if you want.
Oh,
you'll
nice
see
little
people-
plug. I love
I'm
that.
gonna do a goog.
So you're going to do a
actually-
goog?
I'm gonna goog it.